said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Using his legs, it's Burns. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season. He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Northwestern.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Used to play fake, now to throw. Now rolling to the left. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Pressure coming. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Well, the offense is being aggressive here in their opening possession, trying to throw the ball in the first 2 plays. They went incomplete first down, and now they take a sack on second down. This is not going to script, and they understood it was going to be a challenge against this defense, and I love the fact that they're going to be aggressive trying to throw, but the execution has got to be better.
Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back from the shotgun. Pass escapes him, still on his feet. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Give to the running back. Runs through a tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Picked off to stop the threat. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Looking for room, it's Stokes. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeps it on the bootleg. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. There he goes. At the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Northwestern offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. That's reeled in. It's Small. Still on his feet at the 45. Ernie on the Jets. He's at the top. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. And just when they thought they had a chance to pull even, the flag wipes it out, and they'll have to go back to work. Motion from the wideout. They want to throw it. Right on the money. Push down for the tackle.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
They'll run play action. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Breaks into the open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Red pass, it's complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Quarterback making checks. It's complete. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, not down in distance. The quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Small. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now from inside the red zone. Finds us back in the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Ohio State is just getting blown off the field right now in Columbus, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to Southern Miss. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Minnesota. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help...
It's a seam wide open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback keeps it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 Russian defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Northwestern making quick work on this drive. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
Timeout, Minnesota.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Coffee. Bringing the heat. Connection to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Stokes. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Well, the defense dialed up a blitz. Quarterback knew he was going to get hit, but he also knew it was man coverage, so he found his best matchup. He got it out of his hands early, right before getting smacked to get that completion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quarterback adapting. On the run, deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Just keeps slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Roy. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Brings up the 2nd and goal.
Now on 2nd and goal. Everybody and their brother showing blitz. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He might want another play. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Steps away. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Makes the catch down the right side. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's small. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Caught near the sticks. It's small. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll go to the air. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Looking for the 2-point try. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Why not double the try total and go for 2? It's complete to the right. He is denied short of the end zone as the 2-point try fails, and this will remain a 9-point lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Stokes. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On the ground, it's Stokes. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Wildcats will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football around.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Dropping back, it's Coffee. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Northwestern! And the comeback is on.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. They'll go to the ground. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Coffee. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Golden Gophers have this offense rolling. Toss to the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
It's caught. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, what a move. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
Gain of 3. 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
And the Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield. It's Coffee. Tosses it incomplete. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Now the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's incomplete. Tried to set up the screen, and he dropped the pass.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Slips through the line. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Gets rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Going deep. He's got it inside the 15.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. On the run, it's Burns. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Release to the back. Touchdown, Northwestern. Somehow, they got up off the deck. They fought back, and they tied the game.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop him.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Coffee. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying play action. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Punts it out of the air. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Listen, it's go time. We're trailing. It's the 4th quarter. We got to get a little bit more aggressive. I like the call. I like going for it, and especially because we made the completion and got the 1st down.
To the air on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Stokes. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Hardy. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw, it's Coffee. Flips it out in the flat. Breaks into the open.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downfield anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A field goal attempt from this spot would be 52 yards out. A few yards on third down would make it easier. They'll try to get it through the air. Pulls it in. It's Stokes. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. From the gun, the ground game. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. And this one is perfect. And there's a lot of celebrating going on over there, but there is still time left on the clock. That last field goal put them on top, and now this kickoff unit needs to cover well because it only takes 3 to beat you now. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Going right to work up top. Throws to the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's a big stop for this defense, and more importantly now, it puts them in a huge position. I want to use that clock as my friend. I got to take away the sidelines. I can't give up a big play and let them get a sideline and then sneak that field goal unit on. Got to make sure I understand where that yard is to get to where they want to kick the field goal.
To the air on second down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And, man, this is a tough spot to be in as this offense. And the defense is so deep, and you wonder if that's why they threw the ball underneath. But, golly, with the clock where it is, you have to get somewhere down the field to give yourself a chance, an opportunity to maybe be successful at the end of this football game.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking the deep shot. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.